Lance Hancock here at the Taste of Home Cooking Show, brought to you by the Standard Examiner. I'm standing next to Joy Spraycar. Did I say that right?
You did.
Okay, good. Who is the author of QuickSilver. So I haven't read the book. When did it come out?
It came out in March.
So just new.
Mm-hmm.
Well, instead of reading the whole back cover to you guys, I'll kind of turn it over to Joy here. She just kind of tell us a little bit about what the book is.
Okay, it's a paranormal romance between a girl and a werewolf, and he was actually changed in the early 1800s, and his father stole his fiancée. 150 years later, he runs into a girl that looks just like her, and he believes that she has been reincarnated for him. Meanwhile, this girl has dreamt about this man who turns into a monster all of her life. And when her drunken husband hits his car, she sees the man from her dreams come into the hospital on a stretcher.
And thus, if you want the rest of the details, pick up the book.
Well, they do get together early on in the book, and then they go on a quest to cure him of being a werewolf.
Is it curable?
Oh, yes.
Well, that gives away too much of the story, I guess.
No,
so,
you have to read the story to find out how.
Okay, so here's a big question. Is it a series or is it a single book? What's your plan?
Actually, there will be a sequel to this, but the story is complete in and of itself. It just leaves some questions open for the children.
Now, as far as writing goes, how did you get into writing? What made you decide to write about this romance, werewolves, things like that?
Actually, I started in 7th grade writing short stories that were kind of a little off, but my English teacher thought they were
You were one of those.
Yeah, I was one of those. And she had them published in the school newspaper, and that continued all through college. I actually started this book in college, and my professor said, "Oh, you ought to write that." Well, I'm not going to say how old I am, but way back then, those kind of things weren't real high on the list. But when the paranormal and the occult started being big, then I thought, now's the time to write.
Now's the time. Oh, definitely. So, and you're saying right here on the sign behind us is vampires are out and werewolves are in. So, now how did they get a copy of this book?
You can go onto my website, joyspraycar.com. They're available in town here at the Weisberg Bookery up on Harrison Boulevard or Hastings out north. And they're also available for any of the readers, the Kindle, the Nook, the new iPad. If you go on to the website, you can get a link onto that. Or they're available through Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, borders.com, all those places.
Well, cool to actually get a chance to meet an author of the book.